Hello everyone, Morgie Roy here again. I'm here to tell another TTRPG story, and this one will contain spoilers for Abomination Vaults for Pathfinder 2e. So if you're thinking of playing that adventure, or running that adventure in the future and you don't want spoilers, just keep that in mind. This story is a lesson on why you shouldn't assume things in a TTRPG game, because if you do, sometimes you can end up getting killed. So, we were playing Abomination Vaults, and I was playing my Leshy Rogue, Florette. And Abomination Vaults is a bit of a challenging dungeon crawl. It's very easy to get overwhelmed with groups of enemies, and if you're not careful, you can have a TPK. So we were approaching it semi-cautiously. We were exploring, we had to fight several groups of enemies and retreat sometimes, so we were being careful. On the third floor of this vault, we knew that there was a large group of ghouls. We had fought them, we had almost died, and we had to retreat. On the second floor of the dungeon, right above these ghouls, we found a well. And at the bottom of the well, I could hear voices. So I assumed, word of the day is assume, I assumed that the ghouls were at the bottom of this well, and we had just gotten a necklace of fireballs. So I asked my group, because I'm a Leshy, I'm very light, so I would be easy to lower down, easy to lift back up very quickly. I told my group to tie a rope to me and lower me down into the well. So they did. I held the necklace of fireballs very close to me as a chance to possibly get rid of some of these ghouls that had been causing us so much trouble. I was going to be lowered down, check out the situation, and throw as many of these as I could before being pulled back up quickly. When I got down to the bottom of the well in this rope, I did not see any ghouls. I instead saw a pile of flesh, mouths, and eyes. And one of those mouths took a big chunk out of me. I freaked out, yelled at everyone else to pull me back up, and I explained the situation. One of the players recognized this creature as the Pathfinder version of a gibbering mouther. So we're like, okay, down at the bottom of this well, there's no ghouls, but there is a creature that we might want to avoid on that floor. So we decided to investigate the floor through a different route. We went down a path that we hadn't explored yet, which was a long curving tunnel that was quite tight. At the end of this tunnel, I scouted ahead, being the rogue, and checked into the next room. And what did I see? That same gibbering mouther. So I retreated into the tunnel, and I told the group what I'd seen. So we were arguing amongst ourselves whether we should avoid this creature or try to surround it and attack it on all sides as it was by itself. Unfortunately, we assumed that the creature hadn't seen us and hadn't heard us. So while we were discussing this, the creature snuck up behind us. Another thing we assumed was that a gibbering mouther in Pathfinder 2e is the same as a gibbering mouther in 5e. It is not. It has one very different ability that the 5e version of this creature does not have. It can roll at high speeds, and it sucks people up when it does. So this creature snuck up behind us, decided to start rolling down this tight tunnel, and rolled out 3 of our 5 party members before we even had a chance to attack it. So we all very much freaked out. We did eventually kill the creature, but again, this is a lesson in why you should not assume anything in a TTRPG, because assuming things can get you killed. I assumed that at the bottom of the well, there were ghouls, instead of something else that could be making voices. I assumed that the creature had not seen me or had not heard us talking when we retreated into the hall, into a tight space, when attacking the creature in a big area probably would have been a lot easier. And we assumed that this thing could not Katamari roll us up into itself and cause severe levels of damage to all of us. as well as the people it had rolled up. We did survive, as we have survived many of these encounters where we probably should have died, but not because we assumed things, because of luck, good rolls, and characters that are pretty well built. So yeah, don't assume anything. Always ask for further details, because you never know when it's going to be a TPK and you're going to have to roll up a bunch of new characters. That's my story lesson for today. I don't always have lessons with these things. I don't always do lessons with these things, but if there's one available, I'll take it. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you again next time. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope your bad day is over with soon. Bye-bye!